Look at all these roos welcoming the ladies, huh? Alright, well let's get these. This is the first thing we gotta do is get these ladies into the coop. Hi, Spike. Alright, let's actually open the coop first. Alright, watch out! I think we need some cleaning. Can we get room service? Alright, so that closes. Okay, I'm gonna go grab him. They're probably thirsty. Let me just grab this water for them right now. Alright, your new home for just a little bit. Alright, girls, they're making it out. Alright, all four of them are out. Let's go get the next four. Was that 2? Oh, someone pooped right on the... Oh no. Okay, that was all of those. Everybody's out. Let's clean that poop up. There. Get him some food. Okay, they are, there we go, all in. Soon they'll be out. All right, ducks, now let's take care of Now we gotta run back. Yep. Now let's get everybody else food. Come on. Food on the inside too. I think we got some cleaning to do in here a little bit more. happy. Maybe I need to take my coat off. It's cold, but I'm also like moving around a lot, and it seems a little warm now. Let's go put this away. And let me strap those on before I forget. They will be. The peeps are gonna. So I think some of them they do prefer that spot, but some of them have been. They'll go. They've been. Some of them been sleeping in the middle section, the big section, as well. I don't see it being an issue tonight. There we go. Now let's get the other chores done. So I'll want the coat. Probably. I'll probably want it when I'm sitting. Sure, you're right, so we'll walk back and get it if we need it. Alright, time to work on some of these pokey plants. Oh, the geese went back. They found. What are we gonna do? They eat and eat and eat. If there's food out, then they just take it. Not sure how to stop it. There's a big one. We're right here. Big pile of thistle. It'll be nice to have it all gone. Work on it some more. Got a fair amount. Let's go feed the sheep. Good morning, Jesse. Finished already? Alright, so there was a cam. What cam was the problem? Shore, right? Shore wasn't working. Shore cam. So, shore cam actually comes from across. Give it a clean. Let's go see what it so we could switch it. We might need to just run it to the box right there behind the camera. Let's go to the box that it plugs into. This is kind of like our old box where everything was connected to before we had that other box. Yeah, we just transferred the hens. So we can go say hi to them. Trying to get out. You trying to escape? Ah, soon enough, soon enough. So we've only got 2 wires right now that kind of cross over this road and go into this network box. Let's see what it's telling us on the switch. Giving me much room. So let's see what's connected. What is that? Uplink. All right, so this is probably the camera right here, which is number, what is it? 5. So this has got to be the camera. So it's there's a, you can try it in a different location maybe. So it's connecting and then disconnecting, connecting and disconnecting. So it might just be the cord has had it. But as far as the one it is, it's this one right there. Do a quick kind of inspection. Goes across the pond. So who knows? We can just go take a look at the camera, but I may just have to add another, just run another line. Alright, let's cross the river again. So this is the, oh, I'm seeing something right there. Actually, I see a nick. Yeah, there's a break there. Oh yeah, and see that wire is actually broke. So I don't think that was the bills. That might have been just something left over from when I so we need to run a new cable. It's not gonna work. We'll just run it to here. So I think we've got a network, another network available, another port. So this will be a close run. All right, Willis is ready. All right, and like Monday or something, Monday, Tuesday, we're gonna have to pick up some hay. Hi, Willis, we can't let you go hungry. No, sir. Ah, he's a happy fella. Let's get the other sheep. You girls want to actually go outside? We should just let you outside for a moment instead of giving you this. Come on out. Come roam around. Eat some of the leaves. Force them out for a moment. Oh, good. They still have a little tiny bit left. That means they had enough today. Ah, they're going for the haystack, though. You're going for the haystack. We can't have that. That's not the place. Ethel, go get something somewhere else. Like, yeah, eat the leaves. Eat the leaves or the weeds or something else. There's plenty of noms around. Willis is angry. Willis, I'm sorry. We got important leaves to eat. Leaves are so crunchy. So good and yummy. Yeah, don't leave any behind. You gotta eat them all. Look, you left one. Crunchy, 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 huh? The leaves and the stick. Yeah, eat the stick. It's good. Bye-bye. She's off. Oh, and then they're back. Just making a loop. I think Willis, or did they find the... Okay, nope, they didn't go back to the hay. Good. Good. Willis is a little bit, he's like, wonk, hop over to water. Oh, so hilarious. They did go back in. Oh, okay. I guess they want to go back in. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Thought I had closed it, but then I guess I opened it. I reopened it. You want to go outside too? I'm afraid you'd break my back. All right, let's hook up the water. We're having the same thought there, Ranger. That's exactly my first thought. No, we cannot go out. Never. Alright, bulls, turn on those waters. I got the heaters. I need to probably hook them up today. let's move the sprinkler. You don't want any, Copper? There you go. Yeah, eat some. Get some food. So that looks like it was recently watered. Let's put some water right there. Did we say a good morning to you, Crowbar? I don't know if we said a proper good morning. Good morning to you, bud. Good morning to Copper. Good morning to Autumn. Look how nice Autumn looks. Remember like a month ago? And now look at you. Spectacular. Alright, let's go get the food for Scissors and Company. Good morning to you, Cutie. And Big Ear. Come get some food. Mr. P, I see you over there. Cutie, come here. Cutie and Mr. P. The two buds. Best pals. Jasper always looks good. He never lost any feathers. We've got something I spy. I don't know if you can see it, but in that orange tree right there in the center, you might be able to see a dot. That's big enough to be probably an eagle. It's not a hawk. I mean, it could be a hawk, but it would be a big hawk. So you see him right there. Just hanging out in the tree. This is big, because you can kind of get an idea of how big it is. I mean, that's a giant tree, and it's like 4 or 5 pixels on the camera. But there's an airplane. Hello, beautiful boy. We give you a name. I could get closer. I could walk over to at least the other side. Let me zoom it in a little bit, and not that this is gonna help. I mean, I don't know that the Wi-Fi would work that far away. It might. But I know the Wi-Fi works at least over this far. So far they haven't caused issues or problems. So that's probably about as close as I can get, because otherwise we have these branches. That's about it. A lot of them go for the fish at the lake. So I don't think it's a bald eagle. So I don't see no whitehead. But it's bigger than the ones that terrorize the small birds. So, is it black with white underside? I can't tell any of the underside, but I would say, yeah, it's kind of a dark. It's pretty dark because you can see it hanging out just right there. And if I had a super telephoto lens, then then I could get close. But that's about. So it's just chilling. Just chilling. Have a good day. Just stay on that side. Let's go see if we have any more treats left. Let's see. Can I? If you want me to look at that expecting storms, if you just post it, if you do Discord, then I can bring it up on my cell phone. Because otherwise, I don't have it on the chat on my phone. I just have the chat on this, and not much. Doesn't work for much more than just the chat. Interestingly enough, I think so the Cooper's Hawk, that's the one that we've had problems with at the chickens. And it's a smaller hawk. Hi, boys. Oh, look, you ran out of water. We need to get you water today. Okay, let's move the water. So it's probably been on that tree for a little bit. I suppose we can do the rose bush. We need to figure out heaters as well. We'll do that later. So here I have ID'd the above bird and rail red tail with high confidence. The chicken hawk is most likely a Cooper's hawk. Yeah, I would concur. Okay, ladies, time to come out. No more. You gotta get out. Time to start the day. Say the Roo boys aren't so bad, are they? They're nice and friendly. Okay, scissors. Time for lunch. is maybe the bird that we're seeing. And that would be an osprey. So, and the osprey wouldn't be, they really just go after fish. And I haven't ever seen them at the pond. They're more at the lake. All right, here you go. We need to get a scoop of the pellets that we feed to the ducks and chickens and bring it in here for the hens. Somebody's getting after someone. So I took that screenshot grab between the trees from Sky B. It was just soaring around. Ah, well, good. Scissors is a year and like a week, or no, 2 or 3 weeks. We just had your birthday the other day, October 3rd. There you go. That's right. That's right, Cotton. Oh, they do. They do. They probably have similar genetics. They're probably related. Because they're pine trees and juniper, they're a mix as well. Maybe this is their mom. Could be. Ah, yes, Aspen and sassafras. That's interesting. I like it. The wider one, aspen, because aspens are a white tree. Can't use maple. Yeah, that's true. Einstein! Look! Einstein, look! I got treats! Remy? No? You're just gonna all ignore me? Oh. Ah. So sad. Okay, I'll just put it right there. You can come get it when you want it. You falling asleep? Usually in the spring. There's a bee. If you ask, it also depends on who you ask as far as chick season. If you ask Miss F and Millie, you're gonna get a different answer. Jumpa, jumpa, jump. It's nice seeing these hens get their feathers on. They're pretty much fully covered, except for the one. She needs some. You got a bare bottom. Yes, babies all year. That would be. We could, if we could. We're kind of running out of room, aren't we? That's our problem right now. Is we've got a lot. I mean, I think we're pretty comfortable now at the chickens. I mean, there's quite a lot. All right, let me just reply to this. Sure can. No, I mean we've talked about it and kind of like joked a little bit, but right now chickens and the ducks, I think a turkey could be kind of fun, like that just is wandering around, but it's a little bit I'm not sure about like protecting it. We've got like even a few nights ago, a fox came by the pond. The ducks do pretty good. I mean, they keep an eye out. They stay real close to the shore, and if anything at night comes, they book it into the pond and are safe. But say like a tom turkey, I don't know what I'd do. Maybe it would be fun to have one in here, huh? Would you like a turkey? Big old turkey. They're beautiful. So a turkey could be fun. But right now we have no other plans. Oh yeah, I mean the feathers. And I love, like, you get a mature turkey and they have that really that waddle thing. I guess I don't know exactly what they call them, but it comes down over the side of their face. It's kind of like a comb, but I think they call it something different on a turkey. And I think turkeys are fairly chill from what I've seen. There we go. I need to put this. Do I have my? So I want to look at that picture, but let me put it. Let me get it in my. Let me run the chat on my phone. There. Now you just can spam it again, and I can then get it, and I can take a look. Come here. There we go. Thank you. Oh, wow. Oh, that is gorgeous. He is very beautiful. Oh, goodness. Scissors approves. Like, whoa, really? Oh, the hens are just as pretty. Well, we should let Miss F or Millie hatch a turkey. Oh, that would be good. Would you like that? Hatch a turkey. Millie says, just a little halftime. Yeah, 2 weeks. She takes 2 weeks with her broods and then she's done. We'll have to see how large turkey eggs are and see if they could actually fit under. Harriet would do it. Harriet, I'm sure, would be able to do it just fine. Yes, yes, yes. You're not done. We're not done yet. You want some more, boys? Did you get enough? Oh, you got a little stuck on your face. Yeah. Oh, no, no, don't run away. You can't hop away. We just gotta, come here. nice seeing the hens all relaxed. It's working out. It's kind of surprising to have 2 hens with 3 roosters, and it actually works. Let me see who this is. Hello. Hello? Yeah. Okay, so it's super important that we have them on the right firmware. It's super important that they're on the correct firmware. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay. Yeah, so it's super important that they're on the right firmware. Meaning it just the internet stops, and then it just. Well, then we can't configure their domain in that fashion just with the dynamic config like we have it. So. And I guess it's kind of like across the board. I mean, we need, because who knows, like when they might attach a device and it's on the wrong firmware. So one. Yeah. If it's on. The VPN doesn't work, which is just as. I mean, it's not the worst issue, but it's. Yeah, it's still an issue. So. So yeah, so this is okay. This is kind of interesting because then what we need to do for this dynamic config is that it has to it doesn't create it right then, and then we're gonna have to have some follow-up action that gets it applied, which that's something that we haven't, I suppose, well, yeah, I mean, there is like no, because the only trigger right now is when you add the devices, that's the trigger. But we can certainly, like when you add a device, it can double check the firmware version, and it only applies it if it's. And right now, the firmware versions, it's kind of a little bit hard to say that the firmware is greater than this because of the firmware strings aren't like a reliable number. They're a string, and so it's kind of like we'd have to parse it and have to understand what components are in the firmware version and then decide of acceptable firmware. Okay, that would work. That would work. Yeah, yeah. So it could be like a one or many firmware versions that work. Okay, yeah. Well, I think it's still a component. I think we can use the dynamic config in this way, and I mean I don't know if we or are you saying that we don't make well, yeah, but you don't want to. Do you want to go into every device and then you apply it, or do you? So that's the like I could. So for and what I'm saying is for GOT W3. Do we want to do it that way? Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the I guess I need to get my head around the feature that needs to be created because it changes like I just don't yeah I don't I need to understand like all the use cases and our use cases a little bit better. It's kind of that's where and I am either, either I mean I think we can I mean we can talk about it now. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, yeah. I mean so yeah, I'm just trying to the dynamic. I guess what I'm struggling with right now is the dynamic config component. Do we add something where because what we could do is it could be a dynamic config component that is firmware dependent. That is a firmware version dependent, and then we have a back-end process that like part of the even the firmware update process can also just double check the config file and see if it's been applied or not. Like if it's got a config file generated, and when it comes to the time to that it's like okay I've generated this dynamic config, let me push it to the device. That's kind of like, and then we're good. And then from there you can push it using the UI. Yeah, that I don't know. And as far as disabling it, what does that? How we need to know? Like that's like applying another config that has certain settings. I mean, it's another right. It's a different config that has to be generated. There's kind of like an on and an off config. Well, no, it's going to be on every make model, but So I think maybe what we need is um, maybe like an applied version and like an enabled and a disabled. It kind of feels like it's like outside of the. It's like feels like this is very specific to VPN, the VPN config, and not like a general config. But does that feel like what? I don't know. It's a little. Well, yeah, because like I don't like it, disable and enabling it. It makes sense on a VPN on our VPN, dynamic config that applies a VPN. But it doesn't make sense on something that is like setting other settings that this could be used for. Just think of like the global config, like the global config having an enabled and a disabled version. Does that make sense? Okay, different. So then that's maybe how we should approach it. Is that makes sense? Yeah, different levels or different versions of the config. Okay. Because that also fits into the scenario with like the VPN is on or off. Like here's a dynamic config with it on. Here's a dynamic config with it off. So. Yeah, I don't. I just kind of though wonder how does it make sense in a universal or what kind of feature is it that's it sounds like it's a very specific. Now we're creating something that is only like makes sense in VPNs. Doesn't make sense for other things. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah, avoid username and passwords. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't like had them like. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I think it doesn't have to. I've already kind of so the dynamic config. I already intended that to be where there's different types of values that you can add. So it could be we could stand up even an API in which you request it from another server. So yeah, that could be, it could pass the Mac, it could just use that in the config. That would be easy. I could stand up that easy. Yeah, we could. Yes, and we could do that. That would be. So I've designed it such that all that is possible. That you can have. So, what I've got right now, I've like defined. Like right now, we've just got kind of one type of value, and it's just a dynamic row that pulls from this one table. But I could create a new type of value, and it can be, it could request it from an API, it could just pull it from this as the equipment values, like the serial number. So, yeah. Well, maybe what it is that we on these like dynamic configs, we can start specifying, like they can go into. Well, honestly, I mean the way that I did the adding it to the advanced tab is I just said that it's this whatever that you can apply the dynamic. So after the dynamic config is generated, you can just re-upload it. Essentially, is all how that works. I'm trying to think of an elegant way to get the config to be an option on those other pages. That's what I'm struggling with right now. To get options on these other pages, like the VoIP and VPN. Like, is it a dynamic config feature? I guess this is where I like the feature. I'm just not sure how to go about it and what implications it needs. And even if we're it's kind of like we need dynamic configs. We need different types. So one thing I guess we can just I could have an item. I could create a page item that is a config, like a config file, and we specify even what configs are selectable. So it's kind of, I mean, because in this we're talking about configs only. I mean, all of these, the one thing that they have in common is it's a config file that has to be pushed. Has to be dynamically generated and pushed, depending on how they want to run it either from from the VoIP and from the VPN. It's just all it's a config file. So what we can do is we can have these dynamic config files, and they are and they have different. You can select which type of file is used. right now, and well, at a later time, based on their version, like when they arrive at a certain version, right? I mean, today that's the criteria. Tomorrow there might be something else, and that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, so it's and okay, well, okay, so then maybe more of the approach that I see that you're getting is that it's not more like it's not, you don't treat it in the existing like dynamic or global config area. We treat it more like the advanced tab where and those are, the way those work is it's just basically what values, what files do we make available, and you just specify it per domain. And so I think maybe it's that we have, instead of, so we maybe build something like this dynamic generation, like we can dynamically generate these config files that are, or these config files that are dynamically generated, and we can push them, like we can generate it and push it. And it's like we turn off, like for starters, we don't even have anything. It's never automatic. We can have criteria like this isn't available unless you're on a particular firmware. We can make those decisions. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so that's kind of like a know, because I couldn't get specific. It's a general because the general nation. This is not, yeah. Like I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what it is. Well, yeah, and I'm trying to figure out how to move it to that. That's what I'm trying to, like an elegant way of doing it. That's the other aspect of it. Well, I'm trying to think of like right now, like I've already kind of extended the non-ACS data elements. So this is possible. What I'm thinking is that this config is like a something similar to that. What I'm thinking could be very specific, but then also be flexible, because that's kind of what we've done all the time. I mean, it's yeah, but this needs to be like down VPN config, and then there's types of VPN config. Like there's the enabled or disabled, right? So, and those could actually point to specific dynamically generated configs, or a static config. Like the VPN disabled could be the static. That could be a static config. Okay. Starting to piece this together. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, and those would mean something different for every account. So I mean I can this the enable, the initialization, I've got to think through that. It's like, so I think what we have is we have like a VPN config item that has initialization and other options as well, because it's not just one config. That's where we're a little bit unique. Like we're different than we've been in anything else. There's no handling this, like, well, handling this, it's already, you're already multiple. There's multiple states. You've got the, I don't have it, it's never been turned on, and it needs to be turned on. It's been turned on, but we need to, like, do it again, and it's been turned on, and we need to turn it off, and it's been turned on, been turned off, and needs to be turned back on. So those are all different states that have different, and so that's something that's totally new and unique to this, because it's just always been either you apply it, like you can just apply the config and you can just keep applying it, apply it, and there's no state, like we're not tracking any state on the configs right now. We're just relying on the user to just do what they want. Like they can, like you can have the turn on the, so I mean we could follow that if it's just a drop down of like options, like apply the VPN or turn off the VPN, and it's like fine to just, like, those are your options, and no matter what state, those are legit, and you can just apply, or turn it off. That's a whole lot easier. Well, it's kind of like the, okay, and we could maybe track the last action, or we could probably start tracking these from a what people have done in the UI. Just have a list of actions. We could probably do that. That's not difficult, because that'll just be a list of info. But so that's easier to get to, is to not worry about the state. Well, that's a part of this config. I mean, that's just something that, in order to apply the config, that's a property of the config. Like, you can't enable the VPN. Like, it can even, maybe we could say that it's not available because you don't meet this criteria. That's another, because that's something. I mean, we know that the VPN. So that's not a big deal. Yeah, and I think that filter can be like anything. We could make sure, like you could build it so that you could have any type of constraint. And that might be kind of the, if we need to do like this enable, it might lead into this whole like tracking the state. So. but I don't think we should approach it. But I don't think we should add the state at this time. Yeah. Well. The global config could. I mean, we could, and it could have that constraint, but do we? I for this, I mean, do we make that? Because what we have to do, I mean, that's a different this whole the back end automation process is different than that front end selector. They might be, we might be able to join them up at some future time, but just because we build one, we don't get the other for free. That's my point. So let's build what we want, not add it to the existing thing, because that's not even, because it doesn't get us what you want. Yeah, and what we're doing, we're adding a feature in which you can where you have these configs that can be applied contextually on a page, like the TR069 items. But they're not advanced tabs. They're not I need to fix the feeder real quick. So, I mean, I just need to, I mean, you're fine. We can keep talking. So, yeah, so that might just be the next thing that I add is exactly that. I need to take some notes. I need to write some notes while this is fresh as well. Yeah, that would be fine. That would be fine. Yeah. So, let's see. So it's a new device item that is a list of configs that can be applied. That's really what it is. It's just so. All right, can you? So it's a new device. It's a new device item of a list of configs that you can apply from a list of configs. You there still? I didn't hear that. Yeah, I think that is. static or dynamic. It is what it needs to be. So what you'll have is like sort of be like a name and a drop down and then like an apply button. Does that make sense? Yeah, and this will have dependencies. This is where we have to do dependencies. So this feature with constraints. That's right. Yeah, with the constraints. And I'll think through the constraints. I'm not sure exactly how to get that. It's a constraint on the config, like whether or not you can apply it. It's a property of the config and how it's set up. Like we have to set that up. I'm not sure how we communicate it to the user at this point, but. That gets us the feature that we need. It's an item where you can select the config and apply a list of a history. It has a history, right? Yeah, a history of actions of what's been applied when on it. I mean that's probably so I mean the main focus is we're just building out this item that can be placed on whatever page we want. Well, it's a history of what's been applied when. I mean, it's just on this item. It's not like users' actions in general. is you need to be in this profile, this state, and so it can do that. Whereas this other thing, it doesn't. It doesn't. Well, I mean, it does in general, right? I mean, at least we have a mechanism. Well, that's probably because, but so that's not, I don't know how you audit that. Sure. I mean, because you're going to have to say, well, sure, that's fine. Well, we have to have a way to test that they're off the VPN. Like, how do we know they're off the VPN? Like, so that's where I don't. Where do you have a way? Well, the back-end processes are scripted. Those are just built, and we could build a different script, or if we come up with a universal way. So I'm not worried about the back-end scripts. Like we can do like tons of different stuff with a back-end script. No big deal. But if you need it to if you applied one of these configs, these VPN configs, and then you want them to show up, like you need them to apply on a factory reset, that's something that, like, that's not a feature of this item, this line item. I mean, I suppose we could. I suppose we could do well. Actually, maybe. I mean, maybe it does make sense if what we do when it requests like this script. So when it gets a factory reset, the system says, hey, the ACS reaches out and says, hey, I need all the config files. Give me all the config files that need to be applied. So that's kind of more like a pre-provision or like a provision item. And so we could save off what we need to do. The item needs to save off the state, and then just include that config along with the apply. That's kind of the first step, is that we need to say whether this should go into should be a pre-provision item or save the provision. And when it is, and then when it requests, when the ACS requests for provision files, it sends along the file that's associated. I think it might be. Let's add it to this same feature. Well, let me add it to this feature. Is what I said, not this feature. I think we should try to tackle it because it might not. I don't think it may not add very much time to it. Well, yeah, pre-provision and part of the config list when the ACS requests it. Yes, yeah, that's already, so this is kind of like, so the ACS, we already did that for the ACS. And these are, and I'm thinking these are items, but we've already kind of like stepped out of the box as far as these items have to be ACS. They no longer have to be ACS related. And so we're just going to take that pre-provision state and give it, like make it an option for these other items. And so I'm just thinking this is kind of what this particular item, if it's this like these config files, then, and they're in a pre-provision, like you have to save the provision state, then it will return whatever the current is for that item. Whether it's saves the state. I think if we do it for all, if we do that for all the items, if we just make it like this is the provision state. Well, like if we, well, it's not just the config state. It's what is the like we have other. It's not just config files that we have in these provision states. So it should be, yeah. So I think whatever we do it for all the items. Whatever we come up with. Whatever we come up with for displaying that information, we do it for all of them. We do it for the existing items and for this new config. That's only. Yeah, for right now, I mean, I think that's probably something that can be done later. I think it should be done later. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, because it could just be, because it can be like a colored item or a shaded item or something like that. A certain way that we display the form. Well, so one, yeah, but it doesn't tell you whether it, on a factory reset, if it should be applied. Because see, some items, they're not even configured that way. So, some items, they don't pass they don't pass over when you factory reset a device. And right now we don't indicate that. We don't indicate which ones are or not configured that way. It's probably something we need to. Yeah, I think so. I think that's true. I think you're right. Whereas, like, I think it's pretty critical that, like, it's very much more critical that we actually push that. So that's why I think we need to actually implement it now. But then the indicating a little bit later. That can be well, yeah, but that doesn't, like, whether or not this is an item that gets pushed out on the factory reset, that doesn't help. That just kind of helps them understand, like, how things are set up. It doesn't help them, like, troubleshoot. Saying whether or not this was pushed out. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's a fair point. So we need to, and I guess part of your email is to remove that dynamic. Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, that's what I mean, you can do a different one, that's fine, but it's just something that has to be. We're essentially removing, but we got to remove the one so that we can. Right now we're controlling that domain, but we don't want it to. But we don't want to move it in. I mean, it has to go. I know, so we have to remove it right now because we don't want it. Because it'll mess us up if we start adding things and forgetting about it. So, right now we want it gone. Yeah. Yes. Yes, that sounds good. Sure. It's fine. You can just send it. It'll take too much processing to see if you got it all or not. So we'll just have to review whether or not it's after I code it. If it's right. We already are. We already displayed it. Yeah. It should be there. I mean, it should just, I mean, it should be on the VPN tab. I thought I did. Display it. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, and I mean, that's the whole, like, displaying it, and then, like, getting it to actually specify whether it's well, yeah, I mean, I thought I did. Well, and then there's also the make it, like, be able to set it. I need something on that. We might as well send that. Right? Or you already did. Because we've talked about it several times, but I don't have a list anyway. Myself. You don't know what? And then the next step will be okay. Sounds good. Okay, well. Yeah, and yeah, true. I don't. Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. So we can and migrate this to have it pulled. I agree. Yep. Exactly. Oh, you're. Oh, you've just got a cached page. Yeah, you're testing the 520 then. Oh. Okay. Well, did he just say what's the state on them? Is that what it is? Oh. Okay. Well, yeah. Those gone. All right. Well, I think we got covered everything we needed to at the moment. All right, and I'll share with you when I've got progress on that. When I got it all working. Oh, and I did find out that I can tell if these devices are online. Because like there's a JavaScript I can pull down. Yeah, that got W3 device. So I pull down a JavaScript file. So I found out that there's a particular JavaScript file that I can pull off the device. And then I can see if there's a variable that's set because it'll have X that JavaScript. So I do know, I can positively say whether or not the page can get to the device. So from there we could we can decide what to do. So then from there we can decide. So we could say, hey, you're not connected, you need to go connect to the Wi-Fi and retry this page. And then once it gets there, we could run the commands and say, hey, make sure the APN is correct and direct them to the router. Like that's maybe something to do. We won't know if we've got the correct password or anything. That's kind of the thing. But then I guess they could factory reset. Well, so it's the JSON-P. It will not give you any data, like it will hide the data from you if it's anything other than, from what I can tell, like a Java, the type is a JavaScript file. Like any text, HTML, it will hide from you. It'll just not share it. So I don't think there is anything that will have information like that. It's no, I think that it's all all the JavaScript files are like available without logging in. So it's really the only thing that I know is that I am connected, like I can reach the route. Like I know that. Whether or not anything worked, because the state will look the same from what I can tell, no matter how I request it. But I think it's at least a step potentially usable that way. I mean, I guess I could. I don't know if the router reboots itself. I haven't even gotten my router to connect, so I don't even know, like, I haven't been able to test the other states. Okay. Testing it because we need to test their system anyways. Well, yeah, and I'm just using the script tag. I mean, it's just the standard script tag. So, but yeah, that there is a way of calling it dynamically, like you can call the script tag dynamically. But I didn't do that. I just load the page, and then if this variable is available, then I know that it's like a particular variable's been set, then I know that it loaded. It's not, it hasn't loaded that page. Yeah, that was really. The big changeover. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. And it has that kind of established. Yeah, this is good. We're helping him. Yeah, I see that, and Yeah. Because of bandwidth, the Sims weren't working because of too much usage? Or yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because we'll bring him that. Yeah. So these were WISP operators, and now they're doing this LTE stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then move them. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah. Canopy. Yeah, I saw that in there. Okay. Yeah. I think so. I think that's a good solution. Yep. Okay. We'll see ya. Bye. All right, he's done with the phone call, but who knows what other, now we have to actually implement it. that was pretty long. That was good. We got a lot of stuff covered. It's been a... We've got a mouse. It's been coming around, so we're just gonna place this, maybe relocate the mouse. Let's go get a... Got another heater. Let's go grab that heater. Almost done. Well, we actually haven't done anything on the sheep. Nor did we fill up the duck feeder. We only fixed the duck feeder. So let's get this other base. So I ended up getting like what, 6 of these, I think. That'll cover us for at least here for the chickens. I have a heater that I've used for the sheep. I don't know if I need a. It's like 1,000 watt heater. I don't think that feels like too much. These are like 100 watts, so it's not. You don't need much to keep the water liquid. Now I haven't plugged them in, so I think maybe we'll set up. I'm trying to think of where to put these boys' water. I'm thinking maybe moving it over here. This might be a better place. So we could put the Silky Boys water right here. Move some of this stuff. That'd be a good place. What are you boys saying? Then we have at least some close access to the electricity. Getting the power run, that'll be another task. All right, let's go move their water. They'll figure it out. Oh yeah, that's really full. level though. I don't know if that's exactly level. Alright, we need a new apple. I think hopefully Tim will fetch that for us. If he doesn't, let me know and I'll ping him. I'll give him a call. Getting trees. Hey! Okay, so let's maybe break these boxes down a little bit. And then I think maybe we can try that in with for scissors as a heated bowl for the girls. So we actually need to. I need to change out both they've got like 2 waters. I mean I haven't changed their water, so I need to go change their water. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you for fading the shape. Water getting some love. Home. So let's go grab, and let's go turn on the water for that area. Looking a little bit. We're just looking up in the sky. Kind of. There we go. That should be better. So I need to tell Tim that he should disconnect. He needs to disconnect this from the faucet, not just turn it off, but disconnect it because it's getting freezing. So we don't want water sitting in here because it'll mean that water's sitting, could potentially mean that water's up in here, right there, and just could cause lots of cracking. Wow, they're doing so nice with the hens. I'm so impressed with those boys. gotta let the water drain out of this thing too. Can't leave water in it because everything that you have water in, it's gonna crack. It'll break. All right, you're next. You're next, Chief. We'll get your filled. Hi, Evan. Honestly, I should probably just take this. Let's take that back to the car. They got that other container for the boys. You like the muddy water? It's fun. All right, let's go. Put these waters away. And I want to put a scoop of that other food. Let's do that now. Let's go get a scoop of the. Putting this right here, and actually we could plug it in. So I should probably undo the. Should get the power cord out first. There we go. Now we can put water in it. Water in it and get it heated. All right, we're ready. Well, sort of ready for the cold. Not fully ready, because we've still got at least these two to plug in. All the other ones are plugged in. All right, let's grab this. Oh, gimbal, don't. You can. It's kind of growling. Well, the electricity, it comes from the power company and from the solar panels. Sorry. I'm sure that's not exactly the answer you're looking for. It first goes to the barn, and then it goes to the water distribution box over where the Wi-Fi is, and then from there I've run it to the different places. So right in that particular box right there is where I had some. I think some fine tuning on the gimbal again. I can feel that it's rumbling. So let's go make some changes. We'll try that. Let's go turn off the water. So much back and forth today. And this is the warm day before the cold tomorrow. Can I do this one-handed? Oh, come on, twist. Kind of binding up, it needs to kind of be pulled straight. Too much tension. Okay, gotta finesse this off a little. Oh, this is turning it on. That doesn't bind up on me. There we go. Now it's all good. And see, a little bit of the water will even drain out of here. We'll kind of backflow. That's good. Yeah, camera, you can beat me. No grumbles. Let's go do the sheep area. Oh, we need to get some, let's do this food first for the hens. So if there's anything I'm forgetting, let me know. My mind has been in many places. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Since we haven't even cleaned the pond. It needs to be cleaned. I knew it would be a bit of an extra long day because of all the. Oh, we haven't even fixed this. We dropped off. We've done a lot today. Wow. It's not your regular day today. Ah, Willis. You want some, huh? You can smell it. He wants it. He wants it. Can you get it? Can you get it? Sorry to tease you. You wanted to try some. This would not be good for Willis. Okay, I already see a problem that we're having. You see that water just dripping, 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 dripping. So is that a problem with this container? Because I don't think that container is like sealing up. Like there's no reason. So we'll, because it should kind of like get all vacuumed. Like it'll eventually get the pressure, and it shouldn't be leaking like that. Maybe that one has a hole in it somewhere. We'll know tomorrow. If it's all like, if it's leaked out all the way, then we know it's not a problem. All right, let's get this food inside. Hopefully that's not too much. No, we've had mice. I put the mouse trap behind the cottage. So, had mice in the cottage. It's kind of a warm day today. Yeah, I need to do the... So I think the cookie jar should be full. It should be, I mean, it's not like full, but it's full now. I haven't filled the duck feeder. And we haven't done the eggs. We can do the sheep. We'll do the sheep right now. And then we'll take that back. Whoops, the other way. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, let me get this. Just trying to clean it up. There we go. Lots of noms. Let's fill up the nom jar. Well, or clean the cams. Let's clean the cams. I'm not sure. I mean, these cams, I think they kind of like never get cleaned, huh? It's just that they're clean during the day, but during the night, they're just not. They have a coating, lamb oil coating. Starts with an L. I forgot something. Oh, that one is great. R PTZ, no. I can go clean it. Let's clean it. You boys want some? Come here, Bill. They're indiscriminate about what they eat. He isn't gonna eat anything. Nolan. That's it. That's what I was. For some reason that it's like a. Oh, we need to get more sheep food. Probably Monday for sure. There you go, Lucy. More sheep snacks. So you're the last one. They all got it. They all got some. All right, let's go clean another camera. Yeah, this one needs it. This is the duck's scoop. I've gotten in the habit of I suppose we could just take and get some food, get another food bag, and put it in with the silkies. Then we wouldn't have to carry these scoops around. Look, the wind, it cleans the pond for me. I don't have to worry about cleaning the pond now. Alright, let's fix this camera. I need to take a little breather. Some more fluid. What time is it? 2:30. All right, not too bad. Let's get some Ethernet. We got all the Ethernet. So we'll connect this camera here. We'll connect it to the camera first. And then run it to you don't want to know about my paint up of the more ideal layout. Well, I mean, if it saves me time, maybe. We'll do a little bit at a time. Alright, let's take a look. You've piqued my interest. Alright, so let's see. Let's see if I understand this correct. Well, you have labels? So a gate. So that's the sheep area, or those are the coops? I'm not sure. I just intuitively know which one is, like, what is what. Is this silky? And where the trees are. So that's maybe cottage. And that's the silky area. I mean, that's like pockets area. And then the gate. So let's see, then you'd enter here, and you could go through. So you've kind of maybe got a little staging area. So you enter this area that doesn't have anything. I'm not sure what's contained in there. And then the rooster areas and the sheep areas. And you go and you access the sheep areas through the rooster, through the chicken areas. So that maybe the chicken area, the sheep can access and clean up the chicken areas when needed. Okay. That's some good thought. Some good. So I didn't get to the labels, only got this far when you mentioned it. Second can. So that'll be sweet. I think maybe it'll be interesting to know if my first impression and my first guess is the correct guess. But it's kind of neat that you enter. There's just one outside gate, and then that gets you into all the areas. That's kind of cool. That's cool. Those panels, they're 12-foot panels. So, I mean, that could work. Okay, here we go. Foods and Haze. So Willis, the Silky, the Hut. Okay. Cottage. That's like, oh, yeah, I got it. Cool. The feed. Okay, yeah, and so the sheep, you can take and move the sheep from different areas. Like the sheep, you can migrate with fully enclosed area. You can let the sheep go from any of the areas. You could just kind of push them in there. And then you don't... Yeah. Okay. That's good. So that's yeah, I like it. Hi. Hello. So, saves a lot of steps. But then I wouldn't get this like super high score on my look how many steps already. And the other day, so it's not even over. But I keep getting all these records, my step records. Only flaw is you'd lose the shade, the shared water tank, and salt block. Yeah, but that's maybe not a big deal. The only reason they have the shared water is just for the winter. Hi, Ducky. Come here. You want some food? I can get you some food. Come here, you've been so good. Come here. All right, come on. You deserve it. Go get some water. You need to go get water. That's too much. Too much. All right, let's get this. It's hooked up. Got a little bit of food now, and now I gotta get everybody food. You want more? Alright, let's get this connector on. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm so distracted by the dogs. You're being so cute. How can I get any work done? You want me to help? Bill's distracted. I see! Alright, I think I got him in the right order. Ah, look, there's a crab spider. Well, I don't know if that's actually a crab spider. Because it's not walking sideways, but it kind of looks like a crab. Come here. Come here. Look at him. So cute. Don't eat him. Don't eat him. You don't need to eat him. Did you eat the spider? No, he's eating it. Alright, we got this end connected. You're so sweet. Sweetest little duck. All right, let's connect the other end. So let's make a choice on our length. It's probably long enough. We got ourselves a little bit more than we need. You want to help with the Ethernet? And I think we can turn the, yeah, we need to turn the pond water back on. So that's another thing to do. Ducks, you're so sweet. Yes, yes, yes. All right, looks good. All right, let's plug it in. See if it comes online. All right, it says it's coming online. I'll take this back. Nice shorter run on the Ethernet. I like that. All right, now let's go do the pond. And our boots, our new boots. That's probably the most exciting thing that's happened. figured I'd just go get the boots. These ones aren't as they're a lot cheaper than the Muck brand boots. But they've kept my feet dry. That's all that matters. The rubber's a little thinner. We'll see how long they last. See when the first hole comes. They were a lot cheaper. They were $50 instead of like 150. The other ones are, I think they start to approach 200, I think, which is insane. You think for $200 you'd never get a leak in a boot. All right, let's go clean the pond. Oh, a clip of their first appearance. Sweet. Yeah, it was. I'm not used to their grip, or their lack of grip. They do have a different sole, a different fill. We got the tallest ones we could find, without being crazy tall and get waders. We're not ready for waders yet. Maybe. Hello, big ear. Wow, that was a big race. Race to the feeder. We'll see how close I can get to Jesse. So Jesse's just sitting right there in the house. Oh no, she already like, well, you're already too close. Sorry to disturb you from your place. All right, the wind's trying to take my hat. Wind is accurate. These are slippers. They slip more. They do not grip the same way. Yeah, their soles are a lot different. And I don't trust the soles as much. I mean, they seem pretty grippy, but I mean, they seem pretty good, but I don't know. They look good, I just don't know if they are good. Alright, who's gonna come up on it? Jesse! Here you go. Oh, the gimbal was shaking just while it was just sitting there. That's no good. Let me tone it down a little bit more. And get into the gimbal settings. Dropping it a little. Dropping the sensitivity. Until we have it perfect. So eggs, I know we have to do eggs. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think it would vibrate itself into the water. But yeah. Who knows? It's tipped over before. And it's connected again. So I guess eggs. And then there's, trying to think if there's anything else. Turn on the pond water. Okay, this is going to be the pond water. That's right. Bill. Bill can do anything. Oh. The biggest hazard. All right, Boots, you did good on your first day. Good job. Feet aren't wet. Oh, they're dry. Let's see which ones are taller. Oh! These are even a little taller. How about that? I'll take it. Alright, so we'll We'll turn on the pond water and get the eggs at the same time. Did it work? Did it turn on? Ah, there it is. It turned on. Good job, pump. Oh, you know what? We haven't filled up. We never filled up this other extra water. Let's do that. Phil thinks he's getting another breakfast. I say nope. Nope, Bill, not yet. Tomorrow. I'll get another beautiful sky today. Look at this sky. It's lovely. We gotta do another sky panorama. See right there, that's where it's good. Right here. Right where we started. That's beautiful. Bill and his team, they gave up. So maybe we can give a little bit of more to the peeps. Well, I don't know. Maybe he's gonna come back. We got a chicken. Hello, you're all exploring. So far away from home. Wow. Oh, you like this water, huh? Well, we're not gonna keep it in the middle of the road. We can't keep it right here. I gotta take it back. Ah, are you taking care of all these new girls? Nice. Maybe. Okay, can you take it back? Let's go take it back. It's this rooster, our buttercup rooster. He's magnificent. The crisp water. Yeah. Hello. Oh, are you complaining at me now, Kimball? I told ya! It's water! It's just water! It's not what you think! You are a goof. You're all a goof. Oh, wow. They claim everything. It's all mine. Oh. The water inspectors. You want to inspect the eggs? Here, take the carton. Open this up. Come on. Open it up for me. No eggs. Got one. Let's go test. Let's go check our next coop. All right, have we done everything? Everything besides putting scissors and co in the coop. Discords keep. Oh, there we go. That looks great, expecting storms. Oh, I like it. Sweet, we got the boot station too. Ah, that's good. I like it. I'll have to think through the dimensions. The panels are 12 feet. So one of the things like with these panels is and maybe we can figure out some other panels that would work with it as well. But they have chains on one side, so they're kind of meant to go around and connect to each other in a certain direction. But we can just join up like with a different chain, like we could just get our own chain and figure out our own way to attach. So I'll kind of show you a little bit of how they come together. For instance, this side is just clear, it doesn't have anything. And then this side has a chain, and that's what. So depending on the doors, like they only come in these kind of two. So if we had two doors next to each other, we could do that. We would just have to figure out a way of securing the doors. Maybe some big zip ties. Oops, now I need to use two hands to put that back together. So I think it could be done. Because in the design you've got two like doors stacked side by side, like they're right together, like one goes into one area, one goes into another. And we could do a 12-foot like alleyway. It might work. Kind of have to think through how exactly how the paneling would go together. But I do like it. I kind of like having that single entry to the whole, to everywhere. Rather than it's like a door, a door, a door, a door, and they're all scattered all everywhere. The emergency zip kind size storage. No, I haven't done anything about that. I need to buy some more. Carabiners would hold up with short connectors. They might. One of the that I think we've got with like putting two gates together is that it's just there's nothing that for the chains to stop on. Like this is just a straight pipe and it's just clean. So it's not, I don't know. Whereas putting two two panels together that have the bars, that would be fine. That'd be easy. Because then you got a chain or a wrap or something, even just a rope would probably work. My challenge, I think, is keeping them from sliding up and down, from dropping. Alright, let's go get... So I know we've got to put away the boys. You need some extra feed. They need some extra. Oh, that's right. The cross. That's right, because there would be a one that goes down the middle. That's true. So that would actually work. Okay. So disregard that. So just even a rope, or I mean the chains. I like the chains. But it's because they've kind of got this little hook system for the chains. It just makes it easy and very secure. Girls, you want some more? More food. You always want the more. Oh, that's right. Lucy, you come in, get some food. All right, let's sweep this up a little bit more. Put up the broom. Zip ties worry you? This whole farm is held together by zip ties. Point out? Some more zip ties. Yeah, I think we got a problem with that. I don't know that this... I don't think this one works. Yeah, that's it. Go on in. For holding the fence. Yeah, I agree. The fence wouldn't be, zip ties wouldn't be the proper way. But we should, whatever we do, we should just put a zip tie, put a chain, and then put a zip tie on it. Just as a precautionary measure. In case the chain breaks. Alright, boys. Time to go in. All right, Einstein, you're the only one left. Stop, that's the wrong way. Good job, Einstein. All right. Just scare him a little, and then he's like, okay, I get the idea. Okay, bye. I'm out of here. You're doing better every day. So I think maybe a week of that. Okay, so I think, have we done anything? Does anybody have anything else that we think that we need to do? I don't know today. So, okay, I think we're good. I'm done. Whatever it is, we can wait till tomorrow, I'm sure. So let's see, we'll go say hi. We'll say goodbye over here next to, hopefully Stormy stays right there. Huh, Stormy? You gonna help me say goodbye, Stormy? So Stormy and I, we thank you for being here today. We had a good day. We did a lot, I think. We sure did. And it's kind of bright right now. Looking into the sun. Oh well. Thank you all. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.